Damaged women love, and I mean love, lying, cheating, abusive type of men. It's funny because I actually just did a coaching video on how certain women out there, I would say the majority of women out there, are looking for guys who are fixer-uppers, guys who are projects, not guys who have their crap together, but guys that need help financially, mentally, drug problems, alcohol problems, financial problems. These women love fixer-uppers. They don't want men who actually have their shit together. They want bad men. They don't want good men. One thing I neglected to say in that coaching video was that it's mostly damaged women who want these type of guys. Guys who are liars, cheaters, manipulators, abusers, guys that they complain about 24/7 to their girlfriends, and all of those guys in their friend zone that they're torturing, that they won't have sex with, you know, that they're using as emotional tampons to lean on, and like, oh, now he did this. Can you believe he did this to me? Why would any guy do this? Why, how could any guy who calls himself a man do this to me? And then, you know, of course, the like little wussy beta male provisioner in her friend zone is all, girl, I don't know, he's just a jerk. He doesn't deserve you, girl. He doesn't deserve you. You know, you deserve a guy like me. Like, he'll totally try to plug himself and sell himself to her. You deserve a guy like me. And then she's like, I know, you're gonna make some woman very happy someday. Very happy. She'll be so lucky to have you. I'm just not attracted to you. Right? I like these bad boys. I like cheaters, manipulators, liars, abusers. That's what gets me hot and heavy. That's what gets me to put my panties down. I don't want a good man. I don't want a good man with a good job, his life in order, that went to school, has a degree, that's good to his parents, adding value to society. No, I want a bad man with drug problems, alcohol problems, no job, gets fired every week, is collecting unemployment, and lives in his car. That's what I want. I want a fixer-upper. Right? But unfortunately, a lot of these women do, and a lot of these women tend to be damaged women, you know? They just do. They tend to be damaged women. The same type of women who miss out on their prime as a female, right? Their sexual market value, when they're at the peak of their sexual market value, they miss out on all that. Next thing you know, they're in their 30s, their 40s, still out there, still chasing the fixer-uppers, right? Still chasing these guys. They end up riding the carousel just by default because they're trying to get one of these guys to just like settle down with her. And the funny thing is, some of these girls, when they actually accomplish that, because some of these girls like work miracles, man. They'll like take a guy off the streets, right? That is a complete fixer-upper, looked like his life was going in the shitter, totally take this guy in, totally just fix him and help him. If he needs financial help, or if he's, you know, he's got a lot of debt, she'll give him money, she'll pay off some of his bills. You'll be surprised. If this guy has alcohol problems, she'll put him in rehab. If he has drug problems, she'll send him to rehab. Completely try to help this guy, help him turn his life around. And then, miraculously, when some of these guys do, right, not most of them, but a few of them actually do, when the girl finally gets what she wants, this guy finally cleaned himself up. He's out of rehab. You know, he's been drug-free. You know, he hasn't taken a sip of alcohol in 2 years. He's got this great job now. His life is finally in order. She finally did it. She accomplished what she wanted. She fixed this guy up. Now he's pristine. He's high value. And you know what she does now? She dumps him. She literally dumps him. Why? Because now she's bored out of her mind. She has nothing else to fix about him. There's nothing else to repair. And now she's faced with boredom. And she can't stand it. And now she wants to dump him so she could go out there and find herself another guy who's a liar, cheater, abusive, some guy that she could fix up, has drug problems, alcohol problems, so she could fix him up too. Like I said, most of these women tend to be damaged goods. These women will forever be doing this their entire lives. They will push aside good men for bad men. They will push aside guys who will literally offer her the world. I've seen a lot of these high-value guys offer these girls the world in her 20s. Like, hey, girl, you don't have to work another day in your life if you come with me. You don't have to work. I'm going to take care of you. You could come live in my mansion. I'm going to buy you a car. Hey, you know, put your money away. Now, here's a credit card. You've got an expense account. Just be with me. Just marry me. Be my wife, or be my girlfriend. You don't have to worry about a thing. These girls will pass all that up. They will pass those opportunities up to be with the guy who's broke, no job, living on the street, right? Lies, cheats, manipulates. Rather have that guy. Because inside, it's a little damaged, right? And these girls will forever just spend their lives, you know, trying to fix these dudes. And in the process, end up riding the carousel. Because these guys will take advantage of her, right? And every time she sleeps with another guy like that, her SMV goes down further and further and further. The longer you're on that carousel, ladies, the farther your SMV drops, the lower value you become. It's not like with guys, because as guys, you know, I mean, the more sexual partners we have, the more women we sleep with, I mean, in a woman's eyes, our sexual market value goes up, shockingly, right? Why does it go up? It goes up because of a little something called pre-selection, which is very, very powerful when it comes to attracting the opposite sex. If you're a man trying to attract a woman, pre-selection is probably the #1 most powerful thing that attracts more women to you. Is when they see that you've been pre-selected by other women, it makes them feel that your value is higher. There must be something about you that is making all of these women want you. Whereas for guys, that doesn't affect us. For us, it works in the reverse. Whereas if we like a girl, right, and we see like the more sexual partners she's had, the less we value her, right? Even if the guys were high value. I mean, like the more sexual partners she's had, especially when they're low value, you know, the more of these low value guys she's had sex with, the more her SMV drops in our eyes, the more her value drops in our eyes. You guys who are looking for a serious partner, which is a lot of you guys just want a very cool chick that you can hang out with, make your girlfriend, you know, maybe even have a family with one day. A lot of you guys are looking for that, whether you admit it or not. And you're looking in all the wrong places, because you hook up with these type of girls who are damaged goods and they're looking for those alpha bad boys, and you're not, you're a good guy. You're always gonna have these issues, right? You're gonna have these issues like, man, what is wrong with this bitch? What is wrong with her? Why can't she see how high value I am? It's because she's damaged, okay? It is because she's damaged goods. And she could still be in her 20s, but she's headed on that trajectory to becoming the DG, the damaged goods, right? Because she's in her 20s and she's already acting out like this. I mean, there are girls that I've approached in field as recently as the past few weeks. I could already see it in their future. They're gonna be damaged goods, and one day when they're in their 30s, they'll come across my YouTube videos and they'll be like, screw you, dude, you know, and start like personal attacking and throwing the ad hominem attacks and all that, because now they're damaged goods and they're exactly who I'm talking about. Now they're triggered. You know, I meet these girls in field all the time. They're still in their 20s. They still have plenty of sexual market value, and they're pissing it away. They're pissing it away on guys that are never going to be any good for them. Guys that, again, cheaters, liars, abusers, manipulators, drug addicts, alcoholics. That's what gets these girls hot, who are damaged goods, who are on the way to becoming damaged goods. Those are the type of guys that get these girls hot. These guys who have problems, these guys who are fixer-uppers, these guys who are projects. Not the guy who has his shit together, okay? Not the guy who's offering her the world. Not the guy who's offering to support her financially, professionally, right? She doesn't want that guy. She doesn't want the guy who went to the good school, who graduated at the top of his class at university, who is a respectable member of society. She doesn't want that guy. That guy's boring. She wants that guy with the drug problems. She wants that guy walking out of rehab, walking out of county jail. She wants that guy, right? That's how you know these girls are on the way to becoming damaged goods, if they're not damaged goods already, right? Women who are DG in their 30s and 40s, right? You can see them down below in the comments, right? I mean, every once in a while, overwhelmingly, 99% of my comments are positive, but every once in a while, you will get one of these females like just coming out and saying some really, really nasty shit, right? Like really just really angry, like some really angry stuff because they're very triggered by what I'm saying. The reason why they're triggered and now they're personally attacking me for their piss poor decisions in life is because I'm describing them to the exact T. I'm describing them to the T, and instead of accepting the fact that they screwed up their lives and they went after the bad men, instead of accepting that, they want to personally attack me. Like I had anything to do with that, right? Because it makes them feel better because like they could briefly get their little 2-second dirty high of thinking like, yep, I got him, you know, I got one. You know, it goes back to a lot of these females, especially damaged goods, they don't have agency. They can't just admit when they're wrong. They just can't admit when they've screwed up in life. This is why they never fix themselves too, by the way, fellas. When you see these girls in the comments start like personally attacking me, it's because they don't have the agency to be like, hey, you know what? I did screw up my life. And this is why they never fix themselves. This is why this cycle of behavior repeats, right? As they have that expression, history repeats itself. Nowhere is that more true than women who have become damaged goods. History continues to repeat itself. Because if you can't sit there and admit what you've done wrong, if you can't take accountability for that, you're never going to fix it. You're just going to keep living this delusion that you're right. And then anybody who tells you that you're wrong, like me, you're just going to attack, right? And, you know, I mean, I'm sure she's probably had family members who've told her the same. She attacks them too. So, of course, a guy on YouTube, like myself, is going to tell her she's wrong. She's going to attack me because she doesn't have enough mental maturity and agency to be like, hey, I did this to myself, you know? I accept responsibility, accountability. Instead, she'll be like, what about you? What about you? You know, instead of being like, no, go look in the mirror and go, hey, what about me? Take accountability. Have some agency. A lot of these women who love these type of bad men tend to be damaged goods. And if they're not damaged goods yet, they're on the road to becoming damaged goods. Because, again, I'm out there all the time doing game. I meet these girls everywhere. I could already see it in their pattern behavior, right? Because one question I like to ask these girls once we start to get to know each other better is I tell them, tell me about the type of guys you like. Tell me about the last guy you dated. What was that like? And once the girl starts telling me like, oh, he was such a dick. He never even came home. I don't know. I think he was cheating on me. Yeah, he used to hide his phone. Yeah, he had like a drinking problem too. And he had like 4 DUIs. Like once she starts telling me that, I'm like, who chose this guy, right? I'm thinking to myself, who chose this guy? You did. You chose this guy. And I guarantee that's not the first guy you chose who was like that. I guarantee this is a pattern of behavior that is just repeating itself in your life. And that is going to continue to repeat itself because I see very few, almost none of them, very few of these women who do, like, who choose men like that are able to, like, actually fix that. And by the time they do want to actively fix it and they're like, I'm done with these bad boys, I'm done with these guys who have drug problems, alcohol problems, mental problems, financial problems, they start businesses that go in the shitter and then they expect me to bail them out. I'm done with these type of guys. By the time she realizes all this, it's too late. From what I've seen, she's not even in her 30s. She's in her 40s, usually late 40s, maybe 50s, where she's saying, I'm done with these type of guys. Oh, great. Doesn't matter now. Right? Doesn't matter now. It's too late, right? Because the SMV is gone. You can't attract high-value guys anymore. Right? So by the time the very few of these girls actually do wake up and realize like these guys are not for them, it's too late. And then they end up with some low-value beta provision, or because there's always going to be dumb beta males out there who are going to pay for these girls, right? I mean, you can't stop that. They're just everywhere. These guys, just too much Disney movies, too much blue pill fantasy land type indoctrination. There's always going to be these guys everywhere in society, and they're going to take these girls in. But you know what? That girl's going to be completely bored with that guy. A lot of times she's going to cheat on him, and if she doesn't physically cheat on him, she's going to mentally cheat on him. What do I mean by mentally cheat on him? What I mean is when every time she has sex with that guy, she's going to fantasize in her head that she's having sex with somebody else. Now, some women do this anyway, even if they're in a healthy relationship. You might do this from time to time if your girl's banging you and she might pretend you're someone else, right? But every time, never once, it's just me and you. It's like every time you're thinking of some other dude, you know, or you're thinking of your ex. You're thinking of one of these ex drug addicts that you used to bang, pretending that I'm him in order for you to have sex with me, in order for you to get turned on. That's pretty much the type of, you know, future that she has in line. So at the end of the day, guys, you have to be very, very vigilant about the type of women that you choose to bring in your life. If you're a good guy, don't go out there and try to turn a hoe into a housewife. You can't do it. I've not seen a single guy do it yet. You cannot turn a hoe into a housewife. You cannot turn a girl who is just been promiscuous her whole life in chasing bad men. You cannot all of a sudden make her see the light and turn her into a good woman. Even when she realizes, by the time it's too late, that she wants a good man, she doesn't deserve that guy. Even these beta simps that like end up rescuing these women later in life, she doesn't even deserve that guy. That guy is too good for her. But they're just too stupid to see their own value. This is why you watch coaching videos like mine, so you can assess your own value. And you can see that as a man, you do have value, and not just like turn everything over to, you know, the woman just because that's what society is telling you to do, because that's like the new hot thing these days. Let's empower women. You know, it's fashionable. That's what you do. That's the trend. It's a trending on Google. Empower women. You know, don't pay attention to all that matrix, all that blue pill shit coming out of the matrix, okay? You got to unplug yourself. That's why you watch coaching videos like mine, is to unplug yourself, son. So, with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. So if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, guys. Helps me out a ton. And share my coaching videos with other like-minded friends of yours. Obviously, do not share these coaching videos on feminist blog sites and dumb shit like that. That is going to just not help us, right? Instead, share them with other like-minded red pill friends of yours, where we can really, really start to grow this movement even more than we are right now. And really change the world. I mean, that's what we're here to do, guys. We're here to change the world. So help me do that by subscribing to my channel and hitting that like button. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I am talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s. The hottest and most gorgeous and most beautiful looking women out there, okay? I teach you how to go out there, walk up to these girls. I tell you exactly what to say, exactly what to do, so you can start bringing these very attractive, high value, high caliber women into your own life, just as I have and just as my students have, and just as we're doing every single week. Even with all this craziness going on, right? You guys follow me on Instagram. We have not stopped gaming. We are still going out there and still making things happen, okay? So, if you want to get in 7 Months to Mastery, it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. So please take advantage of it while you still can. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.